Hey folks, Dude here, coming at you on Friday, November 27th, and well, it is post-turkey day. The bird is down, and well, hopefully the leftovers are being utilized in many ways, shape, and form. Tons of recipes online, just look up post-Thanksgiving leftover recipes. Tons of that stuff. Now, you guys might ask yourself, how do I actually do the long trips and, the family things and what have you? Well, it's very simply put, you can't be like overt and be banging down bottle after bottle of that. But what you can do is you can have your sippy cup of beverages, and if they're not serving the appropriate adult beverages, you wish to have yourself something, well, subdued. Maybe a little bit camouflage, and perhaps just a little bit more than just a tad not overt. So what do you do when you have one of these? Well, one of these obviously needs to be placed into something else. I find for my use and purposes, one of these classic old style travel flasks. One of these guys is roughly about a weekend's worth of, mixing it up in your hotel room. Trust me, I used this to very good effect on the last trip when I went up to New York, basically for my father's funeral, and for keeping some semblance of, sanity. It was pretty much about the only thing I had to look forward to at the end of the night. Is pretty much kicking back in the hotel room, have my obvious mixture of some of this and some of this. Well, some of this, actually, and some of this, okay? Yeah, it was a good combination, man, because some of this contained some of this. Yeah, it made things just a little bit better. And if you guys find yourself in need of one of these guys, they're fairly cheap to obtain at Walmart. They're roundabouts, tons of places. The plastic ones do work. I'm a traditionalist, man. Give me the stainless steel one. And actually, it is a true, actual travel flask. And it actually does say stainless steel. And these things are about like $4 or $5 over in Wally World. And case in point, they're, if you lose one, you're not going to cry. You simply just get another one in the next Wally World. I think they actually have them in the camping department, humorously enough. And there's something that pretty much, it's a good amount of hooch. I think it's about like, better part of 7 or 8 ounces, man. So it'll keep you running and gunning for a while. And it's good for a trip. And it'll save your sanity. Now, where did I ever get the idea of utilizing and having a travel flask? Okay, well, it's kind of funny because my best friend and actually the best man at my wedding is actually a South African. His father, jokingly, speaking to his dad's like, oh, yeah, we have to go on the trip. Obviously like the Austrian dude. Oh, we have to go on the trip. Do you have something with you? Yes, dear. I have only 3 this time. I have only 3. I'm only bringing 3 with me for this trip. Yeah, he literally 3 travel flasks because the first one is just going to get him on the airplane, down the runway, maybe up in the air a little ways, and then he starts on flask number 2. My friend's father is definitely a character. He's definitely a lot of fun. Humorously enough, the travel flask probably should not be metal because the TSA is going to go, so what do you got in there? It's like, dude, open it up and take a sniff. It's going to be like, yeah, it smells like booze, but you could have something else untoward in there. Blah, 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 blah. We're not going to light a fly with it. Won't work, okay? If you guys want to really make it easy on yourself, just take the hit and do the on-flight bottles, ababa, and, basically that's how you do it. Or just simply drink in the airport before you get on the plane. Don't be sloshed, okay? That's case in point number 1. Don't ever be completely roughshod trying to get on an aircraft. They're just going to go, that's nice, you're too hammered, go and sit down and sober up for a while, you'll catch a later flight. And they will not let you board the plane. Those airplane cops do not play. Trust me on that one. They deal with drunks all the time, especially in the touristy areas. They are just not going to let you put foot one on foot area of any plane. That's just not going to happen. So don't do that to yourself. But if you guys want to have, some semblance of normalcy on your trips and you don't think to actually want to bring along this, truthfully, this guy or a couple of these guys will fit in your luggage very, very well. The big thing is, of course, make sure they don't leak. Test, taste, basically, flip them upside down, store them for a couple of days, make sure you get no dribbles. They're cheap, okay? There's no excuse not to have yourself some adult beverages on your trips. Do endeavor to basically make your trip a bit better without having to go down to the bar and go for the bar prices if you can avoid it. Good times on that one. I'm going to break on this one, folks. Eat good, keep tendering as always. You know it, you love it. Jackie in the can. Good times. See you guys.